Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Eve, this is Everyday Artist, and welcome. This is Rogue. Say hi, Rogue. She's just excited to be here. She got so happy when she saw me gathering my project bags. We're a day late, and I will tell you why in a minute. But I've had the last few days have been bad. If you notice, I'm wearing different glasses. That is not because these are new glasses, these are old glasses. I don't know if I mentioned it in my last video. Oh, sorry, this is my Flosstube number 109, I think. And it is Tuesday, January 10th, something like that. But I don't remember if I mentioned in my last video that I was not able to get a prescription that I needed. My new pulmonologist was trying to send it. CVS said they never got it. I tried to get them to send a request to the new doctor so that they could, confirm with each other. Yeah. So I ran out, and I was trying to get them to fill it, and I called the pulmonologist's office, and they stayed on the phone with me while they called CVS. I was, going to be quiet, but they hung up on us. So I called back another couple of days later, and it was now very close to New Year's. And maybe it was just after New Year's that I called back, because I was completely out. I was using my rescue inhaler. Yeah, it must have been after New Year's. And we stayed on the phone quite a long time before they answered, and the lady from my doctor's office was very polite but very insistent that they figure out why the insurance was denying this medication. It was because they were putting it in as a what's it called? Not as the name brand, but as the, I don't know, but the insurance wanted the name brand. Once that was figured out, my prescription went through. Meanwhile, I had been without my necessary asthma medicine for 4 days. And this is a daily steroid which helps me breathe, right? Meanwhile, I had been around my son who was sick through New Year's with it. The smoke in the air was more intense than I'd ever seen it. It looked like a deep fog. From people setting off fireworks. My dog was terrified. And also it was cold, so fireplaces. So I got to breathe that in, be around my son who was sick, and it was showing, and so then I'm coughing. And I don't know if it was because I didn't have this medication or if I would have gotten sick anyway, but it wouldn't have been as bad. But I've been sick. So yesterday, well, Sunday, my sister and I, we don't share this tablet. It's my tablet, but it goes to her house once a week for our Three Sisters creative videos. And if we cannot connect, after that, I have to go get it on Sunday so that I can film on Monday. And there was just no way I was going anywhere on Sunday. And she brought it to me yesterday, but I was still like Yeah. I could, I only feel good if I'm sitting up. If I try to lie down or walk, um, I don't feel good. So, and I've had this horrible cough. But I do want to cough because I want to get the junk out of my lungs. So I take a cough medicine that is not a cough suppressant, but it is a cough, it, it helps you get the stuff out of your lungs. So I've been dealing with that. I've been sick since Friday. So Friday, I'm walking across the room to give my dog her medicine. Did not have my hands on my face, did not have my hands on my glasses. Did not have my hands on my glasses. Before that, I don't play with them. But as I'm walking across the room, I hear a pop, and I know that sound because I've been wearing glasses since I was 3. And this arm on the other pair of glasses just became detached. Not the screw fell out, the solder point broke, and it just came apart. I know from past experience that most places will not take the lenses out of the glasses and just let you replace the frame. They say, we can't do that. They can, but they won't. This is an old pair of glasses. The prescription isn't very different, but my eyes have to adjust because the bifocal was in a different spot. Until I can gather the $1,000 to remake my glasses. Yes, my glasses are expensive. Okay, enough about me. Because of that, I actually did not cross stitch Friday or Saturday or Sunday, and I did a little bit yesterday. It was all I could do to get the ornaments off the tree. It required every bit of my strength I possessed because the tree disposal, they chip them and use them around town. You had to have it in by then. Also, the outside lights and stuff have to be, per the HOA, taken down by yesterday, Sunday. So all that had to be done by Sunday. So I was having to work on it for 5 to 10 minutes and then go rest for a while and then work on it 5 to 10 minutes. So everything is still all over the house. There are pine needles everywhere. Ornaments are just laid on the table. Or if they're put in a ornament box, they're not, I always wrap them, and they're not wrapped. They're just put there. So as soon as I feel better, I have a lot of work to do in this room. But it'll keep. I've never been, the better homes and gardens kind of person. So I don't have a lot to show you because there's not a lot I've done this past week. But I will show you what I have done. I'm going to start with my crochet project. And I don't know how much editing I'm going to do on this video, but I will try to edit it. This is how, oops, what's on him? Thread. This is how far I've gotten, and I made his nose, but I don't like it. I don't know. It doesn't seem right. It seems too big or pointy or something. So I'm not going to sew it on. I'm going to make it again and see if I like it better, smaller or something. I don't know. And then I just have to make the arms and the hands. They, you attach to the sides. But there he is. Isn't he cute? It'll get it finished eventually. And I was hoping I could put it away with the Christmas stuff. And if I continue to be sick and get well enough where I can work on him, it might be. The reason I haven't cross-stitched is because, well, one, because my glasses broke. And I was trying to wear the other glasses, you know, we kind of glued that thing where it was supposed to be soldered, and it's floppy and the glasses don't sit right, so I don't know. I haven't taken any of my projects out of their bags, so there's going to be some noise while I do that. Do you like my fancy project bag? Yes, it's a sheet bag. This is the first Whip Go call. No, it's upside down. I did that last time too. For January. Now it's upside down. Holy moly. The summer basket, my hands-on design, and I'm trying to work on this. It's not hard. I cut it off of the other one. I don't know why I started it so close to the other one. I thought I had given it plenty of space, but when I cut them apart exactly in the middle, yeah, I don't need a lot in order to finish it, but it's kind of scary. So here I am, and this one I'm going 2 steps forward, 3 steps back. Every time I finished this square and realized, or maybe it was this one, that it was off, that the lines didn't meet. So I had to go back and try to do it again. And I have the white here hanging down here because it's kind of parked, because since I'm using the satin thread, it doesn't stick real well when you like put it underneath. You have to kind of put it through a couple of times to get it to stay. So otherwise it just slips out. So I want to just wait until I can know where the other one goes and put it in. So that's my progress. My Whip Go on this month would be 10 days. I have until the 15th to get 10 days. No, technically till the 20th. I did work on it some yesterday, so that's a day, right? But you know, things happen. Life happens, and you just gotta roll with it. Because ultimately, Whip Go is a goal. It's not the end of the world if I don't make it. And so I have to just move on. I was hoping I'd get at least another one done in this 10 days, but yeah. Okay, and then I've made this my out and about project, and I had a pair of scissors in this bag, which have disappeared. I've looked for them. I can't find them. I figure I must have had it upside down at some point with the zipper undone and they fell out and I didn't notice. Winter Reindeer by Dirty Annie's Southern Style. I worked on this for 2 hours. I had to take my sister to a dentist appointment because she lost a crown. And she made an appointment at 8:30 in the morning. Yeah, I was barely awake. But I got a lot more done on the deer. So I'm heading down to the legs. I'm gonna wait and put in the red when I've got all both deer done, because the only red is the noses and the toes. So, but okay, gotten pretty far. She has a lot more appointments coming up, so that should get some more time. That's how I figured I could best get it done before Christmas the next year. This year is to put it in my in and out and about bag, and then I worked some more on my winter berry. Again, I'm working on this one right here. Eric Michaels. And this is on Fabric Flare Blue. And I'm using a color and cotton, no, what's it called? Classic Colorworks mermaid fin. Yeah, mermaid fin. Is that upside down? So I just have to do the word burr and finish this snowflake and a couple of other flakes here. So it's getting there. I probably would have finished it if I wasn't sick. Now, the last one I did on Fabric Flare Blue as well, and that's using a variety of Classic Colorworks, I think. Yeah, they're Classic Colorworks. The other one's DMC. Anyway, I really like this, and it's gone really fast. And as I said, if I hadn't been sick, if I'd been just stitching this week, it would have been done. No problem, I think. Having trouble breathing. Too much talking. Realized I forgot to put this back in the other bag. I've been doing it right as I'm talking so that it's less work for me later. Try to make things easier for myself. And then I have a new start. I started this after the first, and it is, I worked on Friday. I did a little bit of the Winterberry and worked on this. but I worked on it from, I think I got it on, might have bought it on the 2nd. I had been looking at it a little bit longer than that, but I'm trying to find the picture. I thought I had it right there. I'd been wanting to do a temperature chart, but all the ones I had seen were very large, and I live in a place where the temperature doesn't vary a whole lot. It goes from cool to warm to warmer to hot to very, very hot. And then I saw this one. I love it. I love the design, even just as a design. So yes, it's a temperature chart, but it doesn't look like a temperature chart. Does that make sense? And I love how this uses the same colors to go from hot to cold down here. And she gave this stuff so you can personalize it right here. It says my year in temperature, Grand Canyon, Christian Howe. And, you know, that's where, you know, and I could do that. I may not. But it's designed by the same person that does the Stitching Book Club. And that's how it came across my feed. And I was like, that looks good. And each day you just stitch one of these arrows. So January goes this way, and February goes that way, and March goes this way. I like that. So I decided to stitch on it every Friday. So I got it up to Friday. And when I work on it, I'm going to put in some of the border. So I may do one more thread this way and one more thread that way when I don't feel like crap. This one I just did one thread both ways. But, God. This is a piece of 14 count Aida that I dyed myself. And it's got little spots of blue on it. It will not take this whole piece of fabric. It'll only take, I don't know, maybe this much. So it's not a huge chart. And I also like that. So it should finish at about 8 by 10 for the actual inside part, which I think is really nice. So I can do the temperature chart without spending a whole ton of time on it. The border is going to take the longest, and then the flowers underneath. So like I said, I'm going to try to do more of the border each time on Friday, because, you know, just be a few of these thingies, and try to get that going more. And I lost my train of thought. Oh, so the chart came with, you know, the temperatures for each color. And I had a severe, moderate, or mild. And for the severe climate, it went from 105 to below 0. It gets much hotter than 105 here in the summer. 105 is early June, late August. So I adjusted the temperatures. Why do I always look like I'm looking to the right? I don't know. I changed the 105 to 115 plus, and then went up by 10 degrees on every other one. So, because it's never going to get to below 0 here, it's never going to get to 0 to 4 degrees here. Well, maybe when hell freezes over. Maybe. But until then, no. Well, never say never, right? So I adjusted it to deal more with my kind of severe, so that there would be some variation during the summer and not just one color throughout July. So hopefully there'll be some different colors going on there. And there's been a little bit of different colors going on here just in the few days that I've been doing it, which is 10 days, but I haven't worked on it since Friday. I didn't even record the temperatures. It's okay, I can look at them and see what they were, but I didn't get yesterday's temperature. But it's been where it hovers around the same temperature, but just a little bit low, just above it, just a little bit right on it. And it got up to 79, is that right? 69. 69. So on the first it was 62, which is pretty cold for here. 58, you know, so far it'd been up to 71, and it's pretty warm, you know. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and say goodbye, and hopefully I'll feel better and get more accomplished for next week. And happy stitching. Bye.